playing just for all your gaming needs.
I did not choose this path.
Hello and welcome to this month's podcast on Burning Joystick, where we will be reviewing some of the latest games to be released this year. This month, starting in the Italian Renaissance of Assassin's Creed 2, the sequel to Assassin's Creed. With me always, I have the one and the only Mike. Hello and welcome to Burning Joystick, the best game reviews for you. That's right. Now getting back on the subject of Assassin's Creed 2, now questions have been asked all over the world and they are, is it going to be any good? Now, I have personally played the game and I must say it is 100 times better than the first one, believe me, Mike. Yes, now I too have played the game and what I must say is that the graphical work in this game is amazing. The detail put into the game is astronomical. Now, going into the story of the game, it is set in the Italian Renaissance, where you play as an Italian nobleman by the name of Ezio Auditore di Firenze. Alongside Ezio, you will meet many variety of characters, one of them being the great Leonardo da Vinci, who will aid you in your quests for revenge. Very good. Now, the main plot of the story is that your family is caught up in some sort of conspiracy, and three, your father, brother and brothers, are executed in front of you. This is where you vow your revenge to those who have betrayed them and set out as an assassin. Interesting. Now, one thing that has changed in this game is the fact that you will no longer be doing all those ballroom pickpocketing missions or interrogation missions. All this, along with the flags, have been thrown away and replaced with feathers, from which collecting all 100 will give you a reward. Yes, Ubisoft has spent a very long time on this game, as they have introduced many new things such as the notoriety system, where committing crime will cause you to be more well known amongst the guards, and will not make walking through the streets any easier. On top of that, you will only exit the animus 3 times out of the many times you exited it in Assassin's Creed. Very good. Now, the quality of this game is amazing, with the detail put down from the ripples of the water to the birds that fly about. Upon entering the game, you will see amazing effects of all the cities being reconstructed, and many landmarks can easily be spotted, such as the Rialto Bridge in Venice or many big cathedrals that you'll find about. There are many ways to enjoy this game. One of them is doing the main campaign and seeking vengeance. You may want to run errands for passing citizens to earn some cash, be fearless and jump off every viewpoint in the game, or maybe just sit back and build up your village, generating a massive income. Interesting. Now, getting back to the characters in the game, you mentioned Leonardo da Vinci, the mastermind behind the Mona Lisa. Tell us more about him. Well, as you are a nobleman, you have very high up friends, and one of them being Da Vinci. Now, he makes many items for you if you bring him the valuable codex pages left throughout Italy by your good friend and relative, Altair. As Leonardo is also one of your closest friends, he even entrusts you with his most recent invention of his famous flying machine. Very interesting. I can't wait to get to that part. Now, the great thing about Assassin's Creed 2 is where you can change the mission, like the way it is completed, or the way cutscenes end in some of them. For example, you may wish to hire a group of thieves to distract surrounding guards, or a group of mercenaries to go full on and annihilate them. Fascinating. Now, the graphics in this game are amazing compared to the first one, and your array of weapons and gadgets is much vaster than the previous Assassin's Creed. So you can go straight down to a blacksmith and buy a load of weapons from him and change them in your villa weaponry more. Change, like, you have sort of daggers and swords and maces and hammers and everything. Yes, I heard a lot about that, and I obviously heard about your own weapons room in your villa situated in Monteriggioni. Very good. Now, I am pleased to say that the fruitless task of going around gathering all the flags in the city is being replaced by a more simpler task of gathering feathers in the good name of your younger brother, Petruchio, who at the beginning rather strangely asked you to go and gather a load of feathers. Thank goodness about that. But now we are going to talk about the many changes in graphics and qualities of the game. Now, the textures of the scenery and buildings in this game are completely unbelievable. Each groove in the wall is shown so you can climb it easier, and each ripple of the water has been given lots of detail for when you jump in it, a big splash that ripples along. Very good. What else is there? Well, when I was playing, I was very impressed by the way Ezio was dripping wet when he climbed out of the rivers or water. Even the shadows of the surrounding people who roam about the streets, you can see them. You could see the buildings cast shadows over it, and being the way out it has night and day, the shadows actually move along the ground. Now, I would like to say that most people, when they buy a game, decided to race through it as fast as they can, try and gather the achievements or trophies for the Xbox 360 or the PlayStation 3. Well, if you want to fully enjoy the game, then you must let it last over a long period of time. To do this, I would recommend searching for the different secret locations in order to gather the Assassin's Seals, which, yet again, when you gather them all, unlock a prize, which I will not spoil for you will like it a lot. Or you could go around unlocking all the hidden video files left you by Subject 16, the one that you hear about all the time in Assassin's Creed whilst playing as Desmond Miles. Along with unlocking the files, you will get a video, a small, about 3-second video, which when they are all together will give you one long video about the pieces of Eden. And to find these video files, you must search for glyphs located all around of Italy. And if you do other side missions, you will find the game lasts longer, as well as making quite a profit out of it for Ezio himself. Very good information. I shall try that myself. Yes, it is now. If you want to get the best deal for Assassin's Creed 2, then you should look online, as you will get many discounts. I went and bought it from Game, as I managed to get it at £32, which wasn't very bad. Now, another recommendation is to get the special edition of Assassin's Creed 2, as you will get an extra mission to this. You'll get access to the Auditore family crypt, loads of stuff. Very good. Now, that is our last information for our podcast on Assassin's Creed 2, and we hope that you will subscribe to our later podcast, the next one being the newest of Infinity Ward's game series, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, followed by Halo Reach, a game to be released later in this year. Yes, and now if you wish to subscribe to our service, you will get our monthly newsletter and a message saying when the podcast shall be available. Yes, now we have 2 subscription fees on our website at www.burningjoystick.com/podcast. Thank you and have a good time.
I feel eyes on us.
For great deals on games, visit www.game.co.uk for deals in the UK. Terms and conditions apply. Thanks for listening.
My name is Ezio Auditore da Firenze. Like my father before me, I am an assassin.